Love, this for all my boss days. Go through your boss days. Loving how you boss, babe. This for all my dreamers and my doers and all the entrepreneurs. Just believe in what you're doing and pursuing love. This for all my boss days. Go through your boss days.
What's up, boss fam? What type of questions should you ask on the walkthrough? I thought that was a really good question, so I wanted to tap in with you guys and bring out a quick video. It's your boy DJ the Boss, back again. First off, I think one of the most important questions that you need to ask and during the walkthrough is their desired start date. And if they don't have one and they're just shopping around trying to figure out pricing and things like that, you really want to press on when would they ideally like to start service. Sorry, my kids are jumping in the pool or whatever. I think I'm going to go jump in the pool in a little bit. They also want me to get out on the paddleboard too. I don't do the paddleboard. I generally don't do the water in the Pacific Northwest. I can't believe they got me to come in this damn water. It's not that I don't like the water, it's just freezing here in Seattle. Every body of water is a glacier melt. I'm from the Gulf of Mexico. I'm from Louisiana, so all our water is 98 degrees. So I am not used to these glacier melt temperatures. Of course you need your basic things, your frequency, maybe some options of frequency if they're concerned about pricing, you can give some different pricing options. We want to ask about foot traffic, how many people do they have in and out every day. It'll give you an idea of exactly how dirty it's going to get in between cleanings. If your potential client is already working with a cleaner or has had janitorial service in the past, then you can use that to get as much information as possible. Try to figure out exactly what was going on, exactly what the previous cleaners were doing, exactly how long they were there, if you can, how much they were paying them, and then also you want to find out why they're making that change. This is one of the most important parts. Find out why they're looking for a cleaner, because that's what you're going to harp on in order to close this deal. You're going to harp on the pain points. You're going to figure out if they have already were working with the janitorial service, why would they need you? Why are they switching? The previous company must have done something unsatisfactory, or they really didn't like them, or there was something there that was not working for them, and that's what you need to attack and harbor on, and make sure that you express and you explain and communicate that this is not you, that you're not going to do this, and this is how you're going to address those primary concerns that made them either lose their last commercial cleaner or that wasn't working for them. So that's what you want to, one of the main things you want to focus on, is try to find their pain point. The whole walkthrough, for the most part, you can pretty much give pricing if you know the square footage and the type of business that it is. If it's something that you've cleaned before, you should probably already have a production rate for that type of location, and you're already charging a certain amount for that type of work. So once you have that, and if it's a location that you've done before, you already know generally how much it's going to cost you. But what you want to find out is their pain point, why they're trying to get a cleaner, why they're switching cleaners. That's what you want to find out, and use that information to close the deal. So let's say they were working with a janitorial service and they felt like all they were doing was taking out the garbage and then leaving. That's a common thing. We just call them the trash and grabs. The companies that just come in, say they're going to do a bunch of cleaning, and then they just end up taking out the trash and then leaving, and the customers are usually really unsatisfied with that. And so that's a common pain point. You can talk about your process and procedure, the checklist that you have that includes however many items are on your checklist, how you're going about checks and balances, how you're making sure this quality is going to stay up to par for them for the length of their service, and you guys aren't just going to become another trash and grab service. So that's another really important question that I think you should ask. But let's hop in this water and see if we can enjoy a little bit of the sun with the fam.
What are you doing? Hey!
So the next thing I want to talk about is getting your client's budget. Hey! But yeah, the next thing I want to talk about is getting your clients or potential clients' budget. This is going to be a hard one because for some reason everyone tries to hold on to their budget as a negotiating tactic, which is kind of weird.
We need to move this stuff off the grass because the lawn people are here.
All right. Oh, the lawn people are here? All right, they're gonna be working back here?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
The lawn guys are here, so we gotta move. But anyway, before I get out of the lawn guys' way, people try to hold on to their budget like a negotiating tactic, which is weird because we do customized services. So what you want to explain is that you provide a customized service, and it's customized to your budget, so that you're not paying more than you need to pay or more than you want to pay. However, whatever your budget is, we're going to customize the service in order to fit you. So we're not trying to get your budget to see what's the most we can get out of you. We're just trying to see that if what you're expecting is going to be realistic or going to match the service that we're going to provide for you. Without a budget, it's kind of like shopping for a house without telling someone your budget. I'm not going to take you to see a bunch of $3 million homes if your budget's only $625,000. It just doesn't make sense. So it's kind of, you're going to have some trouble. It's going to be a fight, trust me. This one's easier said than done. But during your walkthrough, the budget is the other thing that you're going to want to get. What's up, man? Move what? Just put the paddle boards back. Put them back on the rack. Can you do it by yourself or do you need help? Can you do it by yourself or do you need help? All right, I got you. All right, really quick, I want to go back to what I was saying about the start date. The start date is also really crucial because you're going to use this as a sales deadline, basically. So now, once you know the desired start date or ideal start date, even if they don't necessarily have one, they obviously don't want it to be going on for months and months at a time. So you want to really harp on getting that ideal start date. So even if they don't have one, say what would be the best day you could possibly imagine, that everything's, we're starting, we're getting your place cleaned, and things are good from then on out. So you gotta get a date from that. So I just wanted to make sure I made that really clear, that that's important for a number of different reasons. It also gives you a follow-up timeline. So if you're gonna do follow-up, what you should be doing after you submit proposals is doing follow-ups and making sure that these people aren't just forgetting about you. Just getting chips. But yeah, so I think a lot of you guys, that's where your sales falls off, is you go and you go do this walkthrough, you give them a quote, and then you do no follow-up. Follow-up is probably the most important aspect of sales, because most people aren't gonna make a decision that day. They may have to call someone, they may have to get approval, which you should be on the walkthrough with the person who's gonna be able to give you approval. You should also ask that whoever's in charge of actually signing the contract, you wanna make sure that that person is present for the walkthrough. So before the walkthrough, so that's another tip. So before the walkthrough, make sure that you're actually going to be meeting with the person who's going to be in charge of signing on the dotted line or cutting you a check or making the decision on who's actually going to be doing the hiring. If that's not possible, then you just want to make sure you get that person's direct contact information so that you can CC them on everything that's going on, and you can really get yes or no's from people who can tell you yes or no. All right, so after you got the budget, you got an ideal start date, I think everything else that you're going to be asking during the walkthrough is going to be just things to help you either provide a wow factor. So you want to see if you can find something in common with some people who work there. Maybe you notice there's some dog moms or some cat moms, and maybe you plan to bring some snacks or some doggy treats or something like that. That's a good idea. You're also going to be just looking for things that's going to make you stand out. So if there's anything you have in common as you're looking around the office, or anything that you have in common with whoever you're doing the walkthrough with, you're gonna want to pull that stuff out, make note of that stuff, so that you can use that in your proposal and in your communication with them, so that it feels a lot more personal. Find out what's important to them and find out what they care about, especially in terms of the cleaning. Find out what cleaning is more important than other things, so that you can use that to either help bring the price down and minus or add services that they don't need or they don't find as important as other things. Use it as a time to find out what's important to your client, and that's what's really going to make the biggest difference. Everything else you should know. Once you get the budget and you have an ideal start date from the walkthrough, and you're finding all the pain points for your client, then you should be good to go. You having fun? Some chips? Yeah, then you're gonna be good to go. But I hope this video brought you guys some value, hopefully a lot of value. Shout out to Simone for asking a question. I did do a consultation with Simone. If you guys want to book time with me on my schedule, there's a link in the description. You can just hit more on description and you'll see book a consultation. And then you click that link and you can talk to me for an hour, and we'll actually make a step-by-step plan for what you should be doing in your business to get to that next level. So also, download the free proposal template. If you don't have a way to present your business to your particular client after these walkthroughs, then I have something to help you. It's a template. You can download the template, customize it, put your own pictures in there, put your own words to it, you know, put your client's name, obviously change all my company stuff to your company stuff, and then there you go. You can present it to your client and you increase your close rate because it's something that looks pretty and presentable instead of just that Square invoice or QuickBooks invoice. You get something that actually looks a little bit more professional, like you put some time into it, and I think that also goes a really long way. But again, I hope this video brought you guys some value. I'm gonna get back to spending some time with my family. Hopefully you guys like the little more on-the-fly style of me just talking to you guys while I'm doing whatever I'm doing. I'll try to do a couple more of those just to keep content coming and flowing because I'm not always at the office. I'm actually going to be at the office a lot less because it's summer. So, but that's what summer's for. Kids are out of school, so we're spending time with the kids and stuff. But hopefully you guys are doing the same. I appreciate all the love and support I've been getting from you guys. And we'll try to keep this value coming, man. Subscribe to the channel, like this video. Best thing you could be doing for your business is to be on a continuous learning journey. And that means subscribing to channels like this. I do probably the best cleaning business YouTube channel on the internet. So subscribe to the channel and help yourself, man. Have that information come to you automatically. Also, we just started the TikTok and the Instagram, so go follow us at Cleaning Boss Family and check out all the value that we're sharing there. Right now, it's just mostly made up of all the shorts on the YouTube channel, but I am going to do some stuff that's platform specific. So go over there and check out what we're doing and be in tune and be around for those updates and those things. Also over there, you can DM me and I usually respond on like IG or TikTok or what have you. So hit me up on those platforms. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this one. I love y'all. Keep that boss mentality. Peace.